Welcome to Fireside Chat. My name is Sai. I want to dive deeper into step 7 of the FIRE checklist, which is to max out your employer retirement. The maximum contribution limit to the 401k, 403b, 457 or the TSP is $20,500, not counting the employer match. Did you know that some employers will allow you to contribute more than that to your 401k or Roth IRA? So let's talk more about the Mega Backdoor Roth. This video is especially for people making over $200,000 or $300,000 a year in gross income. For the year 2022, you can contribute $6,000 to a Roth or traditional IRA. You can contribute up to $20,500 to your employer-sponsored 401k or other retirement accounts. The Mega Backdoor Roth will take your retirement contribution to the next level. It's for people who have 401k plan at work, and you can contribute an additional $40,500 in post-tax dollars to the Mega Backdoor Roth. That's a total of $61,000 or $67,500 if you're 50 or older. Let me break this down. You need to first check and see if your employer is giving you the option to do the after-tax contribution to the 401k. If your employer gives you that option, then after you contribute $20,500, you'll still have $40,500 left to contribute to your 401k. If your 401k plan doesn't offer the in-service withdrawals to a Roth IRA or in-plan rollovers to a Roth 401k, then I wouldn't do the Mega Backdoor Roth strategy because it's delayed until you quit your job. Also keep in mind that the $61,000 will be reduced by your employer match contribution. For example, you contribute $20,500 and your employer contributes, let's say $10,000, then you would have $30,500 left to contribute to the employer after-tax contribution or the Mega Backdoor Roth. So here's how it works, and this depends on your employer retirement plan, so make sure to contact your broker for the correct procedures. By the way, if you need help with your personal finances, you can schedule a free one-on-one 20-minute financial coaching session by visiting firesidechat.com/coaching. Let's just say you have $30,000 left to contribute and your employer allows you to do the in-service withdrawals from your 401k to a Roth IRA. This is also called a rollover from 401k to IRA. You need to be careful with this because if you don't directly transfer the distribution from 401k to IRA, then the distribution will be considered a withdrawal, and that would lead to a 10% penalty and paying income taxes. Another way is to do the in-plan rollovers to a Roth 401k. Make sure you talk to a CPA before you do any conversions. Since you're converting after-tax money to Roth, so generally only the portion of the conversion that represents earnings on after-tax money would be subject to ordinary income taxes. The 5-year rule also applies to the conversion. Anything you convert from after-tax contributions, you would have to wait 5 years before you can withdraw the conversion, or you would end up paying the penalty and ordinary income taxes. Most people choose the in-service withdrawals to the Roth IRA because you could withdraw from it after owning a Roth IRA for at least 5 years, and the in-service conversion has been established for at least 5 years. With the in-plan rollovers to a 401k or Roth 401k, you will have to wait until you're 59 and a half to withdraw the conversions that you made. So during the last 2 years, I did the Mega Backdoor Roth when my employer offered it, and I had the Vanguard 401k and the Roth IRA. It was pretty simple to do on Vanguard. So I was contributing about 9 to 10% of my income towards my Roth 401k, and I got paid every 2 weeks. I was maxing out my 401k to $19,500, and that was the contribution limit in 2019 and 2020. My employer match was 4% of my gross income, and that went directly to my traditional 401k. So I'll just say that was about $8,000 every year. Any employer contributions will always go to your pre-tax account. Then there was the after-tax employee contribution. I don't know if this is just with Vanguard, but it didn't want me to put the percentage under the block. Vanguard just had me put the dollar amount on it. So every 2 weeks, I had Vanguard take an additional $1,000 from my paycheck into the after-tax employee contribution, which was done with a Roth IRA rollover to my Vanguard Roth IRA account. So that $1,000 was rollover to my Roth IRA within a few business days. I ended up converting $26,000 every year into my Roth IRA. That $26,000 was on top of the $6,000 that I had already contributed to the traditional IRA and then converted to the Roth IRA. So that was about $32,000 in conversion every year. I didn't quite max out the Mega Backdoor Roth because I didn't want to put almost 40% of my income into my retirement accounts. Here's why you need a higher income to do the Mega Backdoor Roth. If you add $61,000 of 401k and $6,000 of Roth IRA, $67,000 is a significant amount of money going into your retirement account. You need to make sure you have some liquidity on the side before you tie all of your money into a retirement account because of the conversion rules. So $67,000 out of $200,000 is 33.5% into your retirement. However, if you're married, then that retirement contribution could significantly go up a lot higher. If your spouse who also works and spouse's employer offers the Mega Backdoor Roth option, then you could be looking at saving a total of $122,000 into the 401k and $12,000 into the Roth IRA. Not many employers offer this option though. In fact, CNBC did an article on the Mega Backdoor Roth, and only 20% of US employers allow their employees to do the after-tax employee contribution. If your employer doesn't offer the Mega Backdoor Roth option, then you can still max out your Roth IRA, HSA, and 401k, and then put whatever you have left in the taxable brokerage accounts. You can use the FIRE checklist that I made and follow it step by step. When you achieve 50% savings rate, you have other options like the 529, UTMA, and real estate to build your generational wealth. So with that said, I appreciate you watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video. Have a good one.